Namaste, Global Minga, day 21 in this first 30-day energy portal of what is birthing and what is alive, and the energy that is absolutely building of our shared unification of coming together because it's the right thing to do and to support the upliftment for all. We are here every day at 6 p.m. Eastern. Sri Ram Ka is with us, and today our special guest, Amara, joins us in a incredible 15 minutes where we can all come together, be, and allow ourselves to have this opportunity to connect, lift, and expand the peace that we all deserve because it's our birthright. So welcome. Thank you for being here and joining us.
Yeah, I want to offer an embrace and a welcome to Amara here. And I'll just mention that she has been in the neighborhood for many years, working with Sri and Kira, doing her own fabulous healing work, helping clients. And this woman has got a lifetime of service. From being the birthing nurse to one who births humans into wholeness. So I will share a little bit about your experience with the healing rods and whatever your heart is called to offer us today.
All right. Well, thank you for having me today. It's a very special day, powerful day. Retrogrades going on, but when you have the rods, things like those energies of retrograde don't always affect you as much because it's a very harmonizing experience to have these, what I call allies, energetic allies.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember what were my first rods, and I remember getting the quartz 3, actually. I remember going, well, I've worked with energy before, so I chose the quartz 3 rods and the Kant rods, and then eventually when I was healing with evasive balancing, the star consciousness rods. But I do have a number of tools in the corral, so to speak, because of the years of nourishment and teachings from Sri and Kira. So it's been a very wonderful journey. I have to say there's an intuitive relationship we develop with the rods. Sometimes I won't find myself using them at all for a while, and then I'll go, wait a minute, I'm missing a component in my life that I could really enhance. So for instance, sometimes when I go up to see the sunrise in the morning, I love to bring the rods and kind of take myself on a journey back in time with this ancient sun and the harmonization of the photonic light that comes in with the harmonizing of the rods. So I'll choose different rods, different days. Today, I have to say, I've been kind of playing around a lot with my smaller, what we call free flow rods, free flow, if I can say that clearly. These rods can be used to balance the yin and yang energies. I personally use them for that wonderful flowing energy and clarity. It keeps me alert, almost feeling caffeinated without caffeination. So I find I used to take these to work when I worked night shift and had them in my leg pockets because they were always an energetic support. Another time I found myself fighting an illness, and all I wanted, I just knew I had to have rods in my field. And I looked for my amber rods. Now the amber rods for me are an energy that is a cocooning energy. It's also, I relate amber to almost liquid sunlight and the generosity of that flowing energy. It's a golden energy. It's an energy that is, when I think of wealth, I'm thinking of the wealth of energetic options.
Mm-hmm.
And it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with the wealth of support. What I am also very much into is the flow of the endocrine system and how it relates to our chakra energies. And so what I'm finding is that the rods support a wonderful harmonization of my endocrine system. And what does that mean? More vitality, more energy, more enthusiasm for life. So I love those rods. And then the last ones I brought with me are ones we don't talk a lot about. They're called rods of connectivity. And these I love when I'm communing with the masters and just wanting to be present with them in a way that's more special and energetic. So this is energetic. This is it's free flowing energy. Once you start developing the use of these rods, there's no batteries. There's no anything that would keep you from using them. You want to avoid being in too hot of an environment. So I've kept them in my lower level lately because we've been up to 106 yesterday.
Wow.
So there are a few things to know about the rods, which will be given to you that information when you buy them, of course. But I have to say that I've been using them almost as long as I've known you. So we're talking at least, 11 years out of the 12. And I'm feeling great. I'm fantastically feeling energetic. People say I look younger than my age, and I have a skiff in my step and bounce in my bump. So
Yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you for bouncing into this conversation. Yes, clearly you have got some good energy flowing through you, and we are in love with your sharing. Thank you so much. You know, one of the things that you stimulated in me, let me share something here because you sort of brought this up. Here, let me see if I can get it to the screen. Take a peek here. This is one of those fun little drawings showing how the Eye of Horus kind of ties out to the pineal gland and the thalamus. And when you mentioned stimulation of endocrine, what you're looking at here is a cross section of the brain showing these vital areas, and the pineal is a gateway, and the endocrine system is the pituitary primarily. It stimulates that, and all of those important organs of connectivity and vitality are right up here. So when we point to our head, it's not because we're thinking, we're pointing to our head because this is the motor that stimulates conscious connection up and conscious vitality in. And so the healing rods have demonstrated time and time again how they open up this energy, thus giving us that endocrine vitality, thus balancing the hemispheres of the brain. And I want to bring forward the Divine Galactic Blueprint again, and we've been sharing that each time. It's important to also recognize that the ascended chakra system, the Divine Galactic Blueprint, is accessible as we lift our frequency. Oftentimes people who are in an ascended state, even if it's temporary, don't realize that they have accessed this state of being. They say, oh, it was cool. Well, no, you just turned on the lights to your higher self. You turned on the lights and the access to your ascended presence. And we're talking at this time, we're up here in this golden triangle or a diamond. It's that energy is so subtle and elegant and expansive, and that it's important to recognize states of being do not necessarily have thoughts that go with them. So the thinking you, the part of you that is observing your journey, may be rooted in a paradigm that is not appropriate for where you really are. And it's important we practice allowing the thoughts to kind of disappear, or if they're humming along in the background, they're in the background, and be present to the quality of the experience that you're having. Just be present to it. Don't try to diagnose it, judge it, qualify it, forget about sharing it. You could do all that stuff as maybe later. Just be there. Because in the energy of being there, and that's why I selected this background tonight, is to be there. You're somewhere that you may not know where you are. You're somewhere that may feel different, and yet your soul knows the way. So trust is the magic carpet upon which this ride is happening. And so, beloved ones, I want to go back. I think I shared this particular picture last time, but I love it, and I want to share it again. And take a look here. This was in a recent tomb that was excavated, and well, recent meaning 5 years ago, in Egypt. And the thing that delights me as I gaze at this, there in this particular excavation in the Valley of the Kings in Egypt, there are two long walls. This is just a piece of one of the walls. There's about seven statues on each side. And what I love about this one is that you have a priest and a worker both holding rods in their hands, and in between them is a little girl. And you know what? I can zoom up a little bit here. She has got rods in her hands as well. And I don't know perhaps an Egyptologist can tell us what the story is in this particular cavern. But the fact that this is depicted really warms my heart about the universality of uplifting the energy for all beings. We're in this journey together. And as one of us discovers something good and radiates that goodness, others go, I want some of that. And we and we begin to share. Uh, and so, beloveds, we're so delighted you're here with us each day at this time to connect on Facebook, to share your experiences, ask your questions. And Jess, do you have something anything going on that we need to acknowledge, or we can do a little meditation? What do you think?
I think we close with a meditation, but I do want to acknowledge just all of the incredible love and support that's coming through the Facebook Lives right now. If you're on our main page, make sure you get in the group. That's where the most robust chat is happening. It's pinned at the top. But yeah, there's just so much love and appreciation for Amara and what you've been sharing, and Shri, what you've been sharing, and just a lot of upliftment. So it's really positive to see.
Sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, why don't we have a little experience together? And, I don't know where you all are accessing this feed. So some of you, it may not be safe to close your eyes. So be mindful. And if you have your rods with you, bring them to the heart center. The pharaoh position is a good way to give yourself that embrace. And if you don't have the rods, that's just fine. Breathe into your heart, and we're going to do a series of Ave Sa breaths. Ave on the inhale, which is cueing your attention to recognize the divine, and Sa on the exhale, which is I release all need to control. I relax into the flow of that divine prana, that divine embrace. So here we go. And one more thing, a 4 count. Kind of counts to 4 on the inhale, kind of counts to 4 on the exhale. And then you can pick any number you want. The key is balance the inhale with the exhale, the same amount of time. Sometimes we have to practice it for a breath or two and we'll get into the rhythm. So let's just be in that together and then I'll guide you further. Here we go. Ave, Sa. Ave, Sa. Breathing in at your own pace. Filling your chest and exhaling naturally. This is a connected breath. Continuing to expand the spaciousness. Continue to breathe, allowing and trusting your body to have its own rhythm. Feel your heart center. Feel your heart center. And affirm, I am peace. I am peace. And as you're breathing that peace, imagine that you are radiating outward a wave of soothing energy. It's just radiating from your heart outward in all directions, in front of you, to the sides, to the back. And as you breathe, you can amplify that radiation of peace. And kind of smile as you imagine that all beings are receiving love from you. That your love is adding sparkle to the universe. Send that love out now. And allow that to become automatic, as if it was a circular plate Your foundation that you're standing on is one of this radiation of love. And when you're ready, on the next breath or two, we're going to lift up. Just lift up into your crown area, the exploded crown. Head up to the center of your forehead. Bring your attention there. Now feel the top of your head, the area above your ears, everything expanding. Feel it happening. Trust that it's happening. Know that your crown energy is expanding now. And you allow that lightheaded kind of feeling to be there and smile at that and say, yes. And now we're going to lift even higher. Just gently know that at the very top, there is a golden portal. And as you breathe your way up, find that portal and jettison upward. Follow the golden ray. Be in the expanded state between the body and the divine. You're now in the infinite cosmos. Your body is content and relaxed, and your attention is soft. Be the space. Be the background upon which everything dances. Be the space between objects, the space between the stars. I am the fabric that allows creation to dance. For those of you that want to continue this journey, you're on your way. And as we come to an end of the formal part of this broadcast, I just want to say to you, thank you. And thank yourselves for whatever degree, whatever you noticed. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you took the journey, that you said yes to expansion. And each and every time you move into a meditation, whether it's this one or another one, trust, because you are the expanding light. We love you. See you tomorrow.
Namaste.